You're still working on that?
Well, you're welcome to write it.
I can't.
You can't.
You write, I don't write. Writers seem to forget that most people don't write. Laundry list here, email there. It's like me asking you how many degrees there are in an isosceles triangle.
180.
Just read me back what you have.
Just be gentle. It is a work in progress.
Oh, I am always gentle.
It's pretty traditional.
Come on.
Well, you know, I started out with kind of a Buddhist flavoring, but then I wasn't sure about, you know, this being a proper Georgia wedding, so then I went kind of Southern genteel, all magnolia blossoms and Ashley wilts, but then it all seemed kind of a little...
Much?
Yeah, so I went traditional. Do you, Nate Percy?
Nathan, please. God is going to be watching this one.
Do you, Nathan Philip Percy? Take Wallace Walker to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, and promise in the eyes of God to cherish him for the rest of your days. Well,
It's,
oh God.
No, oh, baby, it's good. It's just a little traditional.
Well, I told you, and I just figured Nana Walker's gonna be there, and we opted for the formal place cards.
No, I don't mean traditional as in button down. I mean traditional as in a man and a woman.
Oh.
I mean, why do we have to use the same language, right? Different words for different things, right?
Or we could just say what we're feeling.
Just read it back from the beginning. It is really close. It's just a couple of parts.
Do you, Nathan Philip Percy, take Wallace Walker to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Ooh, stop right there.
What? Husband?
Well,
You want partner?
yes, and lawfully wedded?
Well, what's wrong with that?
I don't mean to split hairs, but we don't want to mislead anyone. Let's be precise. No marriage, no wedding. No wedding, no wedded.
What do you want me to put?
Lawfully civil union.
Well, that isn't exactly poetry.
Lawfully civil union or domestic partnered.
Uh-huh.
Well, read me back what we have so far.
Do you, Nathan Philip Percy, take Wallace Walker to be your lawfully civil union or domesticated partner?
That's great. Keep going.
To have and to hold from this day forward,
Good. This is all good.
for richer or for poorer.
Ooh, stop right there.
What?
Well, if the law doesn't permit an actual pooling of wealth, no joint tax returns, no inheritance of Social Security, I mean, we can hardly say for rich or for poor. You see what I mean?
Who is going to notice exactly?
Your father's buddies from the Freemasons, for one.
They are not Freemasons. They work for Goldman Sachs.
Same difference.
Fine. How about for better or for worse, through the rising and falling of our individualized physical portfolios?
You're good. Oh, you need to do this for a living.
You mean you think that it's
Totally. What's next?
in sickness and in health?
Ah, well, you see right there.
I can't see what.
No emergency medical decision, no paid leave to care for a sick partner, no do not resuscitate. I mean, we can't stand up there in front of our 100 closest friends and say, in sickness and in health. We don't want to look like liars, do we? Just tweak the language a little bit. In sickness. In sickness.
In accordance with the stipulations of our respective healthcare providers,
We don't want to seem so clinical.
with best wishes for each other's continued existence.
Ooh, now that's nice. That softens it a little bit. So what's that next little bit?
And do you promise in the eyes of God to cherish him for the rest of your days?
Oh, now that's lovely. That's just Nana Walker is going to be waterworks. But there's one little thing.
Jesus.
Well, if we are going to acknowledge a higher power, I just think we need to be a bit more thorough. Something like, in the eyes of God and the ever-shifting whims of state and federal constitutional law.
Ever-shifting whims.
Let's hear it.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Right here.
Do you, Nathan Philip Percy, take Wallace Walker to be your lawfully civil unioned or domestic partnered partner, to have and to hold from this day forward through the rising and falling of our individualized physical portfolios, in accordance with the stipulations of our respective healthcare providers, with best wishes for each other's continued existence? And do you promise, in the eyes of God and the ever-shifting whims of state and federal constitutional law, to cherish him the rest of your days? What?
I do.